We are again, Thursday morning, Cornishman Day, and some out there now. This is what feeling a lot warmer altogether for all of us. We've got plenty of gardening to do, got a bit of gardening to do now. Keep the weeds at bay, that's the problem. But there we are. I hope everybody's all right. That's the main thing. Keeping safe and keep smiling. Now, our daughter-in-law's birthday today, Sylvia, down there in St Ives. Happy birthday to you today, mate. Have a nice day. Go and enjoy it. And we've got another ones tomorrow is Heather Kirkham, Stevie McCrindle, and Sandra Engold all tomorrow. You all three are going to have a busy day there tomorrow. Let's hope everything's all right. Stay safe. And one on Saturday is a great dear friend of mine is Nikki Cullimore up there Luggan. You all have a lovely time and enjoy the Easter. It's going to be red hot, so they say. So that's good. That's something to look forward to. Anyhow, I'm going to do a Herbert Lean one here today called Breakfast Egg. Richard Henry said, teachers think they're smart, but they don't know so much as they make out they do. This morning, teacher said to me, I know what you had for breakfast, eh? What was it? I asked. An egg was the reply. Oh, how can you tell that? I wanted to know. 'Cause you got egg about your mouth. Ah, that's where you're wrong. 'Twas yesterday. Upon that, a knock come on the door, and Feather answered. 'Twas a man who wanted to know if he was the master of the house. No, said Feather, she's in the kitchen. Mother, you're wanted. Lovely weather we're having, remarked the visitor. Yes, replied Father, 'tis some handsome weather to sell a wet house. Good afternoon, madam. Would you like to come to the church hall next Wednesday evening? Miss Jones is going to tell her life story. I thought as she is from this village and home from abroad, you might like to come. Oh, I know she. And I'll come if she tell all her life story, answered Mother. You're a stranger to me, said Feather, but you're exactly like a man I used to know called Jan Annear. Dead now he is, poor fella. I thought it was he when I seed you coming up the road. Used to carry a very high collar, just like you. Poor sign, I'd call it. Jan died a young man, but the same age as you he was. I suppose your father didn't live no age neither. Oh, you must excuse me, as I have several calls to make, remarked the young man, as he picked up his hat, all in a hurry like. Father noticed when he put it on 'twas twice, 2 or 3 sizes too large. Said, "Oh, good afternoon," and bolted. Whatever did he say that to that poor chap? I had keep him talking to get rid of him, 'cause I could see he was searching for a collection book. That reminds me of a story I heard about Jan Annear. When he was on earth, nothing was ever right. People used to walk on the other side of the road if they seed him up coming. Well, a chap up barber shop said he dreamed he was dead and found himself in a great big hall with people gathered round, little tables singing, and happy as could be. At last he spied Jan sitting in an armchair, and up he goes and says, "Well, Jan, when you was down long, we was always finding fault. Now you got a good sight, bottle upon the table, no work do, and to bate it all you got a crown upon your head. Nothing to grumble about now." "Oh no, that's true," said Jan, as he took off his crown. "But you couldn't call him a good fit, could he?" "That's like Boy Willie," said Richard Henry. "He went into a shop to get a new hat. The shopman took Boy Willie's old one, looked in it, and said, 'Oh, 6 7/8. Yes, that's so, but he's a bit tight. I'll have a 8 9 and 10. 'Twas so big he had put 2 newspapers in it to keep 'em on, but he found that brave and handy. Have some and read in chapel." "Oh, 'tis said," remarked Feather, "when people open their mouths you can tell where they come from. In a hotel, soup was served to start the meal. A man not knowing what 'twas asked the waiter. "Bean soup," was the reply. "I don't care what it's been. I want to know what it is now." Just all have a lovely Easter and enjoy yourselves. All right. Take care.